this information which you are going to have at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous aquamarine, it's going to literally revive you. It's going to make you feel alive again. You are going to feel so happy, and you are going to be so happy when you become aware of this information. And you know what this information is going to be about? It's a lot to do with some kind of a bad karma, but not when it comes to you, but when it comes to somebody else. You're gonna feel so pleased, and you're gonna feel so happy, because now you will know at this stage of your life that you're finally gonna be able to move on to do what exactly do you want to do without, any struggle, or without any problems that you had to carry on your back for so long. So my gorgeous aquamarine, I have to say that this information, it's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna feel so happy, seriously, especially after everything you've actually been through. This in itself, it's like really going to cover such an important element that was pretty much so keeping you in a limbo for quite a while now. It was keeping you stuck for quite a while now. You were doing really great. You came up with this important decision. You started doing something about that decision, and then boom, you were just like kind of brought down, but just for a little while. So this is why this is going to be so important for you. So this information that you're going to become aware of, you are going to be absolutely ecstatic about. It's to do with a good karma when it comes to you, bringing you a really big reward, but it's also to do with you being proven. It's going to be proven to you at that moment in time who exactly has been causing trouble and problems in your life. It's not that you didn't know this before, but now it's more going to feel like a sweet and delicious victory. You're going to be looking at this and feeling this, you're going to be looking this through completely different lens, and you're going to be feeling this in a completely different ways, because certain things that were scaring you so far, and now you are going to feel that powerful sense of victory, which is literally going to take over, my gorgeous aquamarini. So it's to do with a big moment of justice, and justice. And now it's about an unfoldment of things, my gorgeous aquamarini, that you deserved, okay? That you deserve so much. This in itself is going to put you in such a good mood. Now you're going to be like, oh my God, now I need to come up with a plan. Now I need to kind of jump into this part of my life I couldn't really throw myself fully into before. So this is going to be important for you because of the two reasons. On one hand, you've been waiting for this, my gorgeous aquamarini, but on another hand, you're really going to be able to start focusing on yourself, on your life, and on your future without worrying about any nonsense in your life ever again. Do you know, when it comes to these particular things, I mean, this is going to be a really kind of such a powerful moment where you are going to be able to be free spirit. That's exactly how it's going to feel. This moment in time when you become aware of this information, this is also going to be such a great moment of your personal liberation. And it was just a little bit of doubt whether you did the right choice with something that started not that long ago, this crucial decision that you made. You had elements of, my God, what if I didn't do the right thing, which is natural, which is normal. Do you know what I mean? And even that is going to be confirmed this to you as well. So this is going to be so brilliant. I mean, come on, my gorgeous aquamarini, you're going to realize how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how wise you are, how clever you are. You are going to realize your own power because you've been worrying about this for so long. So this is why this is going to be so important. Like, oh my God, everything is slowly but surely going to start making sense. The more trouble you've been through, the more you're actually going to elevate yourself from this moment onwards. So this is why this is going to be so important, my gorgeous aquamarini, indeed. And this, just couple of days after that, you are going to have such an incredible opportunity, and an opportunity that you are going to have within a couple of days after that moment in time. It's really going to see seem like, oh my God, it's almost going to seem like too good to be true, but it's not going to be too good to be true. Do you know what I mean? That opportunity that you're going to have a couple of days after, it's really going to allow you to speed up things that have been slowed down in the process. I mean, you're not going to be able to believe this, my gorgeous Aquamarini, but it is literally right now, it's happening in your life. And also, let me tell you something, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This is like ever so important. Like, oh my God. Listen, you are going to realize, oh my God, you're going to realize that you have to be strong. You know, you have to be strong. Almost as like, you know, someone is really terribly trying to return into your life. And you are like, at the moment, you are kind of maybe even fighting against yourself a little bit. Because it's to do with somebody who, I've mentioned this in monthly readings, you know, it's to do with somebody like who is trying to return into your life or returned into your life recently. And almost as if you were like lying to yourself and believing that this person is going to change. Well, the bottom line is, you need to be smart, you need to be clever, you need to be very, very strong. Because this time will also pass. And this is going to be one of the greatest tests of your life. Because why would you allow somebody to come back into your life, to return into your life, somebody who kind of broke your heart terribly already? Somebody who was not good for you in the first place. And somebody who even subconsciously made you to do certain things that were no good, that you would never do, you know? You've almost lost yourself when it comes to one specific person here. And now it's a crucial time for you to stand very firm, for you to stand very strong, and realize how beautiful you are, how gorgeous you are, how powerful you are. You deserve the best. You deserve the best in life. And when you surround yourself with the good people, then your life is going to be good. But when you surround yourself with negative people, then there are going to be all sorts of negativity you're going to pick up through these people, especially when it comes to you, because you are like a spiritual sponge. So you really need to stand firm, and you really need to kind of like think about this, because there is information that you're going to hear about that person, and it's again going to confirm things that I've already said, and almost as if this person is going to break your heart a little bit again. But now it's still fresh, and now it's really down to you. One particular person is not allowing you to move on with your life. It's not allowing, this person is not allowing you to evolve. Okay? This person is being major, it had a major impact on your life when it comes to you being slowed down with your personal evolution, with your personal transformation. So this is what you need to kind of try to work out who this is. And I'm not having a go at you. We are all like that. We are all weak sometimes when it comes to certain people in our lives, until we realize that these people are not maybe good for us, you know. And then later on, like a year or two down on the line, we just laugh at ourselves and we think, oh, how silly I was, you know, how stupid I was or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But yes, the time in between now and then, it's like all the time when you may be like a little bit lost or a little bit sad or a little bit down. But this is something that I cannot tell you what to do, but I'm just telling you, why would you let somebody into your life who persistently have been breaking your heart over and over again? And on top of all that, that person has got a very negative impact and influence on your life. So this is something that you need to kind of work out who this is, and really you have to think about yourself. By letting this person into your life, you're not appreciating yourself, and you're just going to be back where you don't want to be back. So now, while it's everything still fresh, I tell you, bye bitch. No, do you know what I mean? So you just need to be strong, my gorgeous Aquamarini. That's all I want to say here. Okay, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's like, oh my goodness, you know, I like this so much. It's the beginning of a very, very beautiful, beautiful manifestation of yours. At around the midweek, there is something that is going to happen. There is something that you're going to experience. And the only reason why this is going to happen, and the only reason why you're going to experience what you're going to experience, is because it is the the beginning of one of the biggest manifestations of your entire life. The beginning of something that means to you so much, and the beginning of something that you've been planning for and working for a very, very long time. But this in itself, it's also a very powerful sign and indication that on which part of your life right now will take over in terms of priorities. Now you also need to put as much as energy towards this as much as you possibly can. You need to give yourself into it. The more you give yourself into it, the more passionate you're going to be. The more you give yourself into it, the more you're going to realize. The more you give yourself into it, the more you're working on it, the more confident and the more inner strength you're actually going to have. And you are really like about 3 days after that moment in time. 3 days after that moment in time, around 3 days after, you're going to discover something so interesting. You're going to discover something so interesting, and this is to do with your emotions. This is to do with your life in general. You will discover what is missing in your life as well. And then you're going to realize, oh my God, it's all starting to make sense now, because you will also know that the beginning of this manifestation, it's also going to bring you what exactly it's missing in your life, but you did not even realize that to start with. You're only going to realize that like about 3 days later, when you do find yourself at a really, really strange and unusual crossroads, and at that moment in time, you will go for the different path, because this is when you're going to realize all this, and this is when this is going to start making sense like never ever before. Absolutely remarkable. So this is bringing you all sorts of unfoldments and things into your life you didn't even know that you actually needed so much, until that becomes pretty obvious. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, my God, I'm really sorry, but I have to say this. It is gonna be like such an intense conversation that you're gonna have, like some kind of conversation, some kind of a meeting again, some kind of gathering. Maybe you and somebody else, or maybe you and few different people. I see like a few different people, some kind of important gathering. I need you to be strong. I need you to be strong here, because oh my God, you will be you're going to have some kind of a meeting, or you're going to be surrounded by the people that are not good whatsoever. They're dishonest, they're not good, but you do know that, you are aware of it. But you are going to feel a little bit drained. Something is going to make you feel a little bit drained, so you're not going to feel completely yourself. And also because these people are going to have such a negative and dark energy, and you are so spiritual, you will be able to feel this on a completely different level. You know what I mean? So this is going to be draining you anyway, but the conversation is going to be very intense. You're going to be talking about something really specific. You must not give in. Do not change your plans. Do not change your plans. Do not give in. These people are very selfish, and they're going to try to make you to change your mind about something only because they are selfish. They're thinking about themselves, and because you're going to feel a little bit under the pressure, you're going to feel a little bit sensitive. I'm just worried that you're going to give in, because they will suggest something to you, but it's like a temptation, a devilish temptation, what they're going to suggest. So you must not do what they're going to suggest. You need to do what you want to do, what you initially were doing and were like kind of going towards in the first place. They're trying to prevent you from doing what you know is the right thing for you to do. And they're going to suggest something to you, but it's also like kind of going to be like some kind of temptation, and you will know it's not good. Whatever they suggest, it's not going to be good, but it's to do with like some kind of devilish temptations. So you just have to like really kind of be true to yourself and be strong. Be strong. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, you have to stick to your guns, baby. You have to do what you wanted to do in the first place. This is something I wanted to stress so badly. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, at around the end of this week, you are going to be doing something you haven't done in absolute ages, something that you're going to feel so creative about, very creative. And I repeat that you did not do this in a very, very long time. So this is going to create a very specific vibration and energy where suddenly it's gonna come to you. Couple of options are gonna come to you that you are really gonna be so unsure about, so unsure about. This is so important because again, somebody really beautiful in your life, somebody who is very connected to, somebody who you have whom you have a very specific connection with, somebody who's very open-minded, somebody who you normally talk to about certain advices and things like that. Whatever this person says, it's always like spot on. So you are going to have an important conversation with somebody who you really, really trust, and that person is going to confirm to you what you exactly thought, with option you should actually go for, because this is going to confirm what you thought, but it's also going to confirm to you your own vision, which is brilliant. And about the day after that, you are gonna, something very much so is gonna happen, something like you are again going to be really surprised, and this is also going to be the beginning of your turning point, to be quite honest with you. A couple of days later something is going to happen and you're really going to be surprised with a little problem slowly but surely coming to an end. It's not going to come to an end, but slowly but surely it will. And that particular problem was the also like kind of causing you to have problems when it comes to you starting things in general. So when you become aware of this, you know, only a couple of days later, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. But at the same time, do not forget about this idea which you are going to have, please. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.